Thank you for this information right here. So, let me give you the context from an American braider. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm just willing to talk about it now because at one point I was absolutely shell shocked. So they are calling Black Americans ghetto, lazy, ratchet, and akata, which basically means outsider or someone who is removed from their culture, basically. I heard it a lot when I was in college, actually, more than anything. But it was used more for folks that were born in this country, but their parents weren't. Anyway, whatever. So I've worked in several different types of shops. I've worked in a shop where all of the braiders were African. I've worked in a shop where I was the only braider. I worked in shops where I there was a mixture of folks. And in every single one of the scenarios, I have learned something that is very interesting. Number one, shout out to those young ladies who were the first braiding shop that I worked at, where everyone was African except for me. So I just kept my mouth closed and pretended that I didn't, they used to tell me, you look like you are Fula. Fula. Okay, I'll take it. So I wouldn't say anything, number one, because I was still learning some of the different techniques that I know now, like, interlock. Some of you all call it something else now. Just all the different types of styles that I learned, like 18 different types. Anyway, so I came in knowing how to do individuals and Senegalese twists that some people now call rope twists, and I learned how to apply them properly without the braid at the base and how to keep it in to the scalp, close to the scalp. Anyway, all of that, and it was a pretty reputable shop that I was at when I started. Well, anyway, I witnessed early on people wouldn't keep their appointments. None of the clients were African. They were all African American. They wouldn't keep their appointments. They would come in and be rude right off the rip. Like, I got stuff to do. You need to hurry up, or wanting unrealistic expectations. You got that much hair, and we know you don't have any edges, and we trying to tell you we can't grip that, or you're experiencing alopecia areata, and you want us to try to build something here that's already too heavy for the amount of hair that you do have, and you cussing us out, and you telling us what you want, and then when we do it, then you come back and you mad because everything we told you that was going to happen did happen. And then you're coming in with magazines and pictures on your phone that tell us exactly what you want. Well, in my day, it was magazines. They would come in with the magazine and they would say this is what they wanted. We would tell them, what it would actually cost, and then they would argue you up and down about how much it's going to cost when your head is big as the side of the moon, and you want us to take 15 hours to braid your hair for $75. I ain't that damn desperate. And this was a common running theme of people coming in and being rude and being nasty to these women. And let me be clear, the women that I did meet, they didn't come to America to braid. They came to school to go to medical school. They came to school to do nursing and to have a profession. And they braided on the side so that they could have enough money to go to school, or so that they could have flexibility in their schedule. And when they were done, they would wash their hands of braiding. I learned a lot from sitting under these sisters from Africa, and some brothers as well. Some of their techniques and the rolling and the twisting and so forth of Senegalese twisting, how to do it properly and so forth. It was an amazing, amazing, amazing experience. No, I am not in any way saying that it is okay to call people out. But if this is what they are experiencing on a regular basis, I experienced it as a braider. And it was not fun being called out your name and being told I'm not paying that. So we had to get to the point where we had to ask you for 50% up front. So number one, if you didn't show up, it was non-refundable. And number two, we had to raise our prices because And here was the other thing. We would actually do a consultation because some people would come in, hair broke off, edges, don't have no, just all kind of damage and stuff. And then, if something were to happen to your head, then you're looking at us all sideways. So there were different things that we had to learn how to do to protect ourselves, including having you to tell us what you were gonna do and sign. If you wanted the work done, you had to sign a little piece of paper, and then you were on your own, so that the salon could protect themselves. Then when I went on and decided to get my own chair, I was braiding at my sister's shop, and the amount of people that saw that I was just this American woman that could braid hair, and I'm good, let's be clear, was, I can remember 150. I ain't paying no 150 for that. I got this, what I got right here. So that was one of the biggest reasons why I left. Outside of my hands and so forth were really starting to bother me, because after a while you get in a habit, and my pinky would kind of hang out, and I would go in town. I would go in, just doing the da 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 da. And then when you're done, they're walking out with a full, beautiful head of hair, and I got $100 for 18 hours worth of work. No, I did that maybe once or twice because I needed a bill to be paid, and it was always cash on hand. And so I said, that's the last time that I'm going to do that. And I will be honest with you, I have never braided a head and never felt like my work was garbage. Even when I was braiding as a teenager, I immediately found myself braiding under the tutelage of some greats, and taking additional courses so that I could learn how to do it better. And then I realized that was not what I wanted to do. So I started doing what the the African girls did. I made a decision to go back to school because there was no way I was going to continue to make that a long-term opportunity for myself. And they all said it. Oh no, we come here so that we can go to school. We don't come here, or my husband, and he's moved here in the career and I need something to do. And I'm not planning on doing this for the rest of my life. This is just something for me to hold over until X, Y, and Z. And so I learned, and then they explained how braiding is done in their country. They said we didn't know until we got here. Now, mind you, this was in the early 90s. They were like, we don't do this. We don't even know what a master braider is. We don't know what that is. You make that up in this country. It was so funny. It was so funny back then, But now they would say, you American girls, you cannot braid. Oh my gosh, such good times. But I learned a lot. And this American girl can. The only thing I would do right now is teach. You couldn't get me to braid a full head of hair unless, of course, I birthed you or you my grandchild. I would, no. Or if I was in dire straits and I just had to braid a head full of hair, I could do it. But to just be doing it to make something, no. Because I need my peace of mind. And the level of abuse that I saw from my American sisters, I could do without that. I could do without it. So we have to kind of look at both things. I am not overlooking the fact that there are folks from Africa who think that they're better. I just think we need to look a little bit deeper and find out what's really going on and hold ourselves accountable to treating people who are providing a service to us much better than we do. That's just it. That's why I walked away. I was like, oh, hell no. You're not taking me down through there. But thank you so much for the clarification on what this is all about. I appreciate that.
African Americans are better than Africans in any sense of the word. We
Oh, please, as Africans, we are tired of this debate. We are tired of the comparison. We are not trying to compare ourselves to you, and we're not expecting you guys to compare yourself to us. As an African, we don't speak one language. We have different languages because Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent, and as a continent, we have different parts of the continent. We have Eastern Africa, we have Western Africa, we have Southern Africa, and we have Northern Africa. You do not expect these people to have a same language. Just because you speak English doesn't mean our English is going to be the same to you, because we speak with different accents. We Africans have essence, okay? And for the fact that you don't know anything about African, that doesn't make you smart, that makes you ignorant, because you don't want to explore and you're not open-minded to try and learn your own culture. Because for you to claim you're American and African, that means part of your culture is in Africa and you're ignoring that part of the culture, embracing another part of the culture, which it's very fine if that's the culture that you want to claim. But please do not bring in the comparison, because we Africans are tired of this dragging and this debate, because we are not trying to claim you better than us, and we're not saying that you are better than us, neither are you better than us, because we Africans stand together as one. You are a Satan race in America. We are a whole continent. You don't expect us to have the way we speak to be the same as yours, because English is not our first language to begin with. We have our cultural languages. Each country have their own languages, so we stick to the languages. Matter of fact, we have Nigeria, western side. They have Pidgin. That's an English that's mixed with their language. We have Tanzania, East Africa, Kenya. We have an English that is mixed with our language. We have Northern Africa. They have an English that is mixed with their languages. We have Southern Africa. We all have English, just that it is mixed with our language. That doesn't make that you are better than us when it comes to the language and the way we talk. And also, I want to remind you this. Africa, it's okay if you don't want to claim it. We have 54 countries in this continent, and we won't be bothered if a certain race of people in America don't want to claim us. We already have 54 countries inside this continent claiming to be us, so we would be bothered. Okay, if you want to exclude yourself from being African, it's fine. It's totally okay. We don't have a problem with that. But don't come here practicing our culture and abusing it at the same time. If you want to claim African, behave like an African, because you are African. For you to add African American in your language, that makes you an African. Part of you is African. So respect that part of you the same way you respect the American part of you. Please, we will not take this whatever again. I don't want to say cursing word, because I'm not gonna stoop so low to dragging you to the same way you guys drag us. I'm not gonna do that. And of course, I don't care if you come here and say that my English is not that good. I don't even care, because it's not my first language either. I have a language. If I would speak, my fellow Africans, they would understand. But at least you get the concept of what we're trying to talk about. Do not compare us to you, because we're not trying to compare yourself to we're not trying to compare us to you. So please do not compare us to you. We don't care. We have lots of culture to worry about. We have a lot of things to worry about than to worry about your POV, your point of view. If you think you're better than us, so be it. But we don't care. We honestly do not care if you choose to be African or you choose to be other part of the world. We do not care. All we know is you are our lost brothers, and anytime you won't feel like you want to come home, we will welcome you guys. If you feel like you want to come back home, we will humbly welcome you. We won't chase you guys away. We won't tell you that you do not belong here, because you do belong here. Part of you is here. So please, if you don't embrace that part of you, it's very okay. But don't come here talking about, oh, we are better. Oh, no. We are not comparing ourselves to you. We are not. You're better. That's on you. We also think we are better. So let everybody stick to what they think they are better at, and let's not try to compete, because we'll be on our own. You will do something trying to provoke us. Like right now, we ain't never said that you're better than us or we are better than you. You just have that mentality that you're better than us just because you're in a certain place. Remember, we are 54 countries in one continent. You are a race of people in a certain continent. Make it make sense. We have enough Africans spread everywhere around the world. We have so many Africans and they appreciate it. So if you don't want to appreciate your culture, that's on you. If you don't want to appreciate the path that you originate from, that's on you. But don't come here talking about our ancestors did not do anything. They did a lot. They fought for you guys to at least have a place to come back and call home. But you people do not embrace that place. You are here disregarding it. You're here calling it names. You're here comparing it to where you are now because you don't want to claim it. Then that's your problem. But your ancestors fought a lot for you guys. At least you have a land you can go back and call it home. So we don't really think that it is our problem. It's more of your problems. You don't want to accept us. You don't want to embrace us. But we Africans are not really bothered, and we're not going to ignore the fact that you are part of us. We're not going to drag you guys because we're not like you, because we believe that you are one of us. Okay, so please, if you don't want to claim it, claim Africa, that is on you. But when you think you're ready to claim us, come back home. We will welcome you. Okay, we will welcome you. We will cook for you our African meals. You said you don't know what we eat. We eat a lot. We have ugali, we have matoke, we have eba, we have fufu, we have egusi, we have lots of food. Just that open your mind to try and explore and give it a chance, because we don't care about it. We don't care. Thank you so much. And I almost forgot, on the accent part, the same way that you Americans have a certain accent, the British have their own accent, the Scotland people have their own accent. We also have an African accent when it comes to speaking to English. So the same way you acknowledge and accept the British accent, the Scottish accent, all these other accent, we hope that you would accept the African English accent, please. Okay? So I hope this discussion here, we won't hear that Africa Americans, we don't want to hear anything about it anymore, because okay, we believe that you guys are greater than us, you guys are better than us. That is okay. Case closed. That is okay. You guys are better than us because that's what you think. That's fine. That's your mind. But we are not trying to compare ourselves with you, and we're not gonna compete with you. But if you feel like you want to come back home, welcome home. We will welcome you back home.